Yeah.
Hello everyone, it's Red Gadget here, and here we have Kotsos, a world champion. So Switzerland and Greece has got a world champ playing
Oh, yeah.
Panda Burn. So yeah, tell us about your experience. Actually, also how did you qualify, and then how the worlds went, and then we'll go into the deck profile.
So I got into Worlds maybe a month before it happened, very late in the season through GGP Berlin. You're also there, but you didn't play because you topped Ribbit.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
got top 4, right?
got top 4
Yeah.
on GGP Berlin with Chaos Turbo, not with Burn. But for the World Championship, I felt like I didn't want to do this coin flip turbo mirror matches with these people that grind turbo constantly. So I thought Panda Burn was pretty good meta call.
Did you practice it a lot before, or did you just kind of decide to go for it?
My practice for Worlds was grinding Silk Song for a week. That was it, and I didn't do any practice at all. I asked Maru, my fellow Greek Burn enthusiast, about the deck, made some changes, and basically, yeah. I've played Panda for a while, so I was pretty familiar with it, and so it was just a matter of making the deck correct.
And how many rounds was your worlds?
So it was the structure is so that based on the players, all of X2 get in. So it was 9 rounds. I started 2 and 2, so not ideal. And then I won out the rest. So there was a top 8. In top 8, I played 1 warrior and 2 burn mirror matches.
Oh, crazy! We saw a burn mirror match in the finals.
Yes, that was me.
That was you, exactly.
Yes, and in the semi-finals, I played against Maru, which was again one of my friends, one of my people that I think is one of the best burn players in the world. So insane that we got to play against each other, and it was a crazy tournament in general.
Well, congrats again. Maybe we can go into the deck profile.
Of course. So again, it's Panda Burn, so I don't want to focus too much on the specific cards, but more on the what differences it may have from other builds. So of course it's Panda, so we play 3 Panda. Some people might play 2 because it's not the best card in the against warriors or something like that, but it's normal to play 3 at least in the main deck. And same for the Giant Rat. These are pretty standard. And I play 2 Koala, that's what I usually play. Maru played 3 this time, and I like the idea, but I was just cutting a lot of things, so I felt like I didn't want to play more than 2. Then you have the jars. Win condition of the deck.
Too strong.
It's insane. If you resolve a jar, it's like a 60% chance that you win the match or something, or 70. It's insane. You need to play both. You need to resolve them as much as possible. And then you have a bunch of one-offs. Breaker, Exiled, Sangan, and Lily. Breaker is cuttable. It's not ideal against. It's not amazing against Turbo, which has a lot of chainables. But still, all of these cards are pretty good. I used to play Gardener also, but I don't play it anymore. I felt like again looking to cut some cards, and I think Gardener was one of the first to go. So 14 monsters.
14, okay.
Yes. Could be more, could be less.
But nothing cuttable or nothing to add so far.
You can cut Panda. You can cut maybe a Breaker or a Sangan or Exiled if you want to get super low monster counts to play like Jar of Greed and Solens in the main.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's pretty standard. I feel like. And then go spell cards. Hot and Graceful. You do not play Duo, of course, with Panda because you want the opponent to have cards, at least in the main deck. Then some Floodgates, Swords, and 2 level limits. I feel like these are pretty much non-negotiable. You can cut some other Floodgates, but level limit is pretty good against Decree, against it's more an offensive card. You can activate and then attack with a Panda, something like that. So it
Makes sense.
And then for Sweepers, Storm and double Trunade. Depending on the build, you can do triple Trunade and no Storm, but I don't play Chain Energies, so I think this is again very standard to do. And that's all for the spells. I don't play Snatch Steel main or side because again I felt like it was very cuttable. I was never siding it into anything really. And versus Warriors it was mid, versus Turbo it was mid, so it was something I could cut.
Also, I have a question now. Maybe I'm not really experienced with Goat, but Heavy Storm, don't you want the opponent to kind of keep their spells and traps? Or,
Yes.
like, for me, intuitively, 3 Trunade would make more sense than Heavy. Because, like, for example, Secret Barrel, that burns for back row as well, no?
Yes. Yeah, definitely you can do 3 Trunade, especially if you're playing like the Chain Energy builds where you like bounce everything, Chain Energy set everything, and your opponent has to pay again. On the other hand, Storm is still a good card. Like you just get rid of annoying things. If you like versus Turbo, you get rid of Daigeki breaks, Dust Tornado, stuff like that, which would really be annoying if you Tornado them back. I think for this kind of build, 2+1 is good
2+1
enough.
makes sense.
You still want the Storm.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that's all for the spells, and then we have a lot of traps. I play 18 traps because I didn't expect much degree, almost at all, so I'm like, okay, if I get against degree, bet against degree, we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Again, we have the floodgates, 3 Nightmare Wheel, 2 Gravity Binds. These are super important game 1. Game 1 is all about stalling, and because of course opponents don't have much back row removal or side cards for burn. The game plan is to stall them out and draw your burn. Post side, these are the first things to go. You would usually set out the wheels and maybe 1 Gravity Binds because all of the common side deck options revolve around playing around these cards. So game 1 they're very good, game 2 and 3 not as good.
So it's usually a very easy side out.
Yes, exactly. And then you have all of the burn things.
Right.
3 Justice Urge, 3 Barrel, and 3 Ojama. This is the main win condition of the deck. You want to give opponent Ojama tokens, perhaps lock them out even.
Perhaps burn them in the finals and as a chain link
Yes.
3.
That play was insane. But yes, that's what you want to do.
Very strong cards.
These are cuttable sometimes against Warriors and aggro decks which go low count on hand, but otherwise you want to keep all of these most of the time. Some of burn cards that are just individually very strong, Ceasefire, Ring of Distraction. Again, some just very strong cards, you should always play them.
I guess Ring is just extra broken in your deck, right?
Of course, it's removal, it's burn, you don't need to need anything else. And these two are sort of the more flex spots in my deck. Cylinder is a good versus aggro decks in general, but I feel like game 1, again, it's you're playing this stall game that your opponent doesn't have many answers to, so more stall is always good. And Solemn.
And Judgment?
Yes, that's Judgment is the card I felt was a good answer to like a lot of the common side deck choices. I play one in the main because it can maybe confuse the opponent if they see one, and if they see my replays, they're not exactly sure about the ratios in the main deck. But it still can answer some trouble cards, mainly Chaos. On game 1 and post side I will mention after.
Okay, we'll look at the side afterwards.
So this is the main deck. Again, a lot of traps, 18 traps. So I was really hoping I don't get hurt against degree, but against tiny tournaments, you know pretty much exactly the field, so not much degree inside.
And from what I've seen, people don't really like put a lot of decrees in their side decks. From what the decks I've seen recently, but maybe.
Definitely not, because Chaos Turbo cannot really play decree, Warriors cannot play decree. It's only control decks, and even they mostly think it's a brick overall. So, and even versus burn, usually if you expect it at least, it's not even as good because it lets you hit for free basically with attacks.
And I have a question for Cylinder. Do you remember what's the biggest like cylinder you did?
Has to be a 3000
3000
DLS.
DLS,
I don't think maybe some reasoning gate thing on ladder sometime. I did some big cylinder on a Master of Oz or something, but probably not. Cylinder is not that much about the damage. It's about protecting your things from a bit level 2 or even maybe if you play a big Shield Gardener, which I don't right now, it's good if they attack it and then you Cylinder, they cannot kill it this turn.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so it's more of a stall card.
Yeah.
So yes, now about the side deck, which is I think the most important thing. It's, because game one, the burn is like 80% win rate.
Yeah, it's so free pre-side.
Yes. But up post side, it's the opposite. So you need to deal with a lot of things. So one of the main thing is turbo. So I play 2 nobleman mind control. You can do different ratios of these. You can also do 2 double mind control because it's good for the chaos things. But I like double nobleman. It's just good removal for all the things chaos plays. And then also mirror force, which is pretty common nowadays. People don't expect to get mirror force in burn, so you side out all of these floodgates and all of these nightmare wheels and stuff, and there will a lot of turbo game plans to just go aggro, summon Thunder Dragon, summon Sorcerer, go attack, and mirror force can get them with that.
I remember when we played, I was like, surely he doesn't
Yes.
play mirror force because I was like,
had mirror force face down.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the game ended before that, but I didn't see it.
Wasn't necessary. And the other thing versus turbo is Solemn Judgment.
So the other 2, one in
Yes.
main.
So yeah, the plan is to bring all 3 post side, and this is to counter walk, of course, mainly. It's a lot of times you have a lot of burn you want to go for game, but walk sort of fucks with that a bit. So if you judgment the walk, you can go for game through that. Also, it's very good because you can out Mobius and Chaos monsters very efficiently. A lot of times what happens is they Mobius, and even if the Mobius is not very good, they still have a big body that they can walk on field, or even a BLS. The BLS, the BLS get a plus, and then you try to kill it and they walk it and they plus 3000, and then
You need 2 more burn cards.
yeah, exactly. You're so lost. But if you saw them, they cannot do any of that. They do not have the body anymore. So I think it's a very good card, specifically for this meta.
And going forward, you would keep kind of like 1 in main, 2 inside, or you would more like do what?
So there's a lot of options. Other people play 3 main and they have these builds with Mask of Restricts and stuff like that to just counter walk specifically, and like all of these other 3PP cards. I like 3 inside at least. Maybe play 1 main. It's not necessary to be in main deck, but 3 inside for sure, for me at least. That's for turbo. But then you have second matchup is warrior, so you need. I have double kinetic.
Do you usually set him,
Uh,
or you summon?
Usually you try to summon him with rats, like so he doesn't get torrential or something like that.
All right.
Yes, but you can, of course, you can also set him. It's a big body, and it's pretty necessary against warriors post sides just to get over things.
Yeah.
The best scenario would be they try to attack with level 2, he flips his fire, and they get burned for 1 million damage. That's the dream.
So 2 kinetic soldiers.
Just the kinetic. To Sakuretsu. I feel like this is the Greek tech. Both me and Maru played a lot. It's a good out for a lot of things that they might bring in, like Wankus, extra level 2s, stuff like that, where you floodgates don't, or maybe even Cliff. Floodgates don't really cover these. Sakuretsu is just a safe card to deal with all of these things.
And plus you have a mirror force, no? You put the mirror force in as well.
Mirror Force and these
And
are
2 of
extra.
these, yeah, exactly. So that's warriors?
Also, this is for warriors, but for other things also, Tribe is just a general good card for decks that play same attribute. For warriors it's good because you can push for damage, for burn it's very good, for control it can be okay sometimes. Just a good card, just not necessary in the main, so you usually side it. And then I did expect a bit of burn because I had intel. I had no 3 Greeks played burn at least, so I was prepared with a double guns battle behind the door. This is my favorite side card for burn. You can it's a counter, so a lot of times they will try to sweeper, chain some burn. You flip this and you kill the whole chain. And in general, in the burn mirror, I feel like it just comes down to whoever has the most burns. Like just count our burn traps and see who won. And this is one of the hugest swings you can have in that case.
Was it really good in the tournament, or do you not see it much?
So I didn't activate it once in the tournament,
Okay.
but I know that my opponents knew I had it, and they definitely had to play around it. I know Maru specifically made some plays just to play around this, because otherwise he would have lost the game. So it definitely had an impact, even though I didn't actually get to activate it once.
I mean, are you saying that the Burn might be a strong contender going forward, and people have to side more than just Vox? Do you think other decks should consider this, or?
I think this is just for the Burn, not for the Burn mirror. I don't think Turbo needs to side this for Burn. I think Woke is better because they have other issues. Like for the Burn mirror, it's again, you just need every Burn card possible to deal as much damage as possible. For Turbo, it's more about unlocking yourself and getting. Don't let the opponents stall you too much.
What I heard is that people said the kind of Burn took over this tournament because people are not prepared, and so I also heard that maybe just walks are not enough. Do you think that's the case, or?
I think if you have a normal side deck and then you add one or two walks, you should be good most of the time. It's the fact that people really cut down on the cards specifically for Burn, like even zero walks a lot of times. And yeah, that's not it. You need some plan for Burn at least besides extra Regeki or Dust Tornado.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely, if it's a critical mass of Burn people and a critical mass of people not siding for Burn, it's gonna happen.
Of course.
Eventually. So yes, and two more cards, Book and MST. These are mainly for Decree decks because again I have too many traps, so I want to have some stuff to side out. This is good versus Control versus Reasoning Gate, which we knew that was gonna be at most one player, but it didn't even show up, so I didn't even get to use it that much. But yeah, these are pretty much it. Again, I felt like I had a pretty solid plan against Turbo with the Solemns, and it did work out in the end. I had some pretty good Solemns throughout the tournament, and it's one way to build a deck for sure.
Yeah, I also remember when we played, it's like usually you have this like one out to their thing, and if you really feared getting Solemn, because if they Solemn you're one out, you're kind of cooked. Like you're one Raigeki break on something special or one out. But
for sure.
Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Huge shout out to my team Nemesis. I don't have a jersey today, but it's my team for the past few seasons. Our captain Zogler and my friend Maru. Again, he's probably the best Perm player in the world, definitely in Greece. And he helped me a lot with figuring out the ratios for this deck. And yeah, huge shout out to both the Greek community and the Swiss community. We need to big it up. We need to get the GGP happen here as well. And yeah, hope to defend my title on the next Worlds.
Next year.
Yes, next year, exactly.
And tell us about the prizing that you got. You get the belt, right?
Yes, I'm looking forward to the belt so much. I don't expect it to come soon, but when it comes, I will bring it everywhere I go to all the GGPs.
And wait, I have a question. So the belt, do you like defend it and then the other person gets it, or it's with you forever?
I think it's with me forever.
Okay, let's hope.
Otherwise, I'll do my best to defend it, at least in spirit.
In spirit, of course.
Yes.
Well, congrats again. It's a huge performance. Last minute qualification and then win the whole tournament.
Exactly.
It's a huge title. I mean, this game is played worldwide. There's so many players, and to be crowned the champion of the game is really a big deal.
I don't know if you know this, but in 2005 the world champion was from Greece, Mildos Markou.
Oh,
He
wow.
was like the God format world champion, and 20 years later it comes back
You're
to
bringing
Greece.
it back
Yes,
to Greece.
exactly,
Let's go.
Yes, exactly, bringing it home.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
And yeah, with that, I'll just close. Everyone, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.